So you want to start a junk removal business that makes you $1 million. In 1989, a 19-year-old sitting in a McDonald's drive-thru bought a used pickup truck for $700. That company now does over $500 million a year. His name is Brian Scudamore. He was waiting in line for a burger in Vancouver when a beat-up hauling truck rolled past with a hand-painted sign on the side. He had no money for college tuition coming due and no particular skills. He figured, I could do that. He spent $700 on an old Ford pickup, painted a slogan on it, "We'll stash your trash," and started knocking on doors as the Rubbish Boys. He ran the company through college, then dropped out of the University of British Columbia in his final year to haul junk full-time. His father, a liver transplant surgeon, was not thrilled. By 1997, the business was doing $1 million a year in one city. In 1998, Scudamore discovered that the phone number 1-800-GOT-JUNK was sitting unused, owned, of all things, by the Idaho Department of Transportation, and he talked them into releasing it. He renamed the company after the phone number. In 1999, he started franchising. Today, 1-800-GOT-JUNK operates more than 150 franchise territories across the United States, Canada, and Australia, and reports over $500 million a year in system-wide sales. Scudamore never sold the company. He still owns it. And in case you think that was a one-time fluke, in 2005, two college friends in Washington, D.C., named Omar Solomon and Nick Friedman, started hauling junk in a beat-up cargo van borrowed from Solomon's mum's furniture store. They called it College Hunks Hauling Junk. Today, it's over 200 franchise territories doing more than $300 million a year. Two separate college kids, two used trucks, two nine-figure companies, same business. If you started a junk removal business tomorrow, this is how the math would actually work. Start with the industry. Junk removal in the United States is roughly a $10 billion a year market, and it is one of the most fragmented industries in the country. Thousands of solo operators with unmarked pickups. The biggest brand in the space, Got Junk, holds maybe 5%. There is no Amazon of junk, no Walmart of junk. The barrier to entry is a truck and an insurance policy, which means anyone can start, and that is both the trap and the opportunity. Because while the barrier to entry is nearly zero, the barrier to scale is enormous. Keep that distinction in mind. It's the whole video. Then there's the unit economics, the actual startable math. A used box truck or a pickup with a dump trailer costs $5,000 to $30,000. Commercial insurance, $3,000 to $8,000 a year. An LLC, a website, a Google business profile, some local ads. Call it another few thousand. Total realistic entry, $10,000 to $40,000. This is one of the cheapest real businesses in America to open. Revenue comes in job tickets. The average junk removal job runs $400 to $600. A full truckload in a major metro runs higher. Minimum charges run around $100 to $150. A two-person truck can complete 3 to 6 jobs a day. That's $1,200 to $3,000 of gross revenue per truck, per day. A solo operator running one truck 5 days a week can realistically gross between $150,000 and $350,000 a year in a decent metro area. Costs, dump fees eat 15 to 20%. Fuel, maintenance, and insurance, another 10 to 15. If you're on the truck yourself, your net margin runs 30 to 50%, which means a one-truck owner-operator can genuinely clear 6 figures. The path to $1 million in annual revenue is 3 to 4 trucks running consistently. For a competent operator, that's year 3 to 5. That's the startable math. Now here's what separates the guys who stay at one truck forever from the two college kids who built 9-figure systems. 4 mechanisms. Mechanism 1. The truck is the billboard. When Scudamore started, junk hauling was an industry of unmarked pickups, cash deals, and guys who showed up whenever they felt like it. His insight was never about hauling. It was about presentation. Clean, shiny, brightly painted trucks, uniformed employees. An exact 2-hour arrival window with a call 15 minutes before. Upfront pricing based on how much of the truck you fill. The trucks are kept spotless on purpose, they are mobile billboards, and the company attributes a huge share of its bookings to people simply seeing a truck and remembering it. And customers pay a premium for it, often double or triple what the Craigslist guy charges. Because the product was never hauling. Anybody can haul. The product is trust, an insured company that shows up when it said it would, with a price you were told in advance. You are not selling junk removal, you are selling the removal of uncertainty. Mechanism 2. Disposal arbitrage. Your biggest direct cost is the landfill. Tipping fees run 15 to 20% of revenue if you dump everything. The skilled operator doesn't dump everything. Metal gets sold for scrap. That's a revenue line, not a cost. Furniture and working appliances get donated. That's a tipping fee avoided. And a tax receipt. Got Junk claims more than half of everything it collects gets diverted from landfill. That's marketed as environmentalism. And it is, but it's also margin. The profit in junk isn't in the hauling. It's in the sorting. Mechanism 3. The phone number. When Scudamore renamed his company after a 1-800 number, he wasn't being cute. He was building the moat, a memorable number, and today, a booking website and a national call center means the brand captures the customer before any truck rolls. In the GOT junk system, the head office books the jobs and routes them to franchisees. The franchisee isn't buying a manual and a logo. They're buying a pipeline of pre-booked jobs. That is the actual franchise product. Demand. This is what one-truck operators never build. A machine that makes the phone ring without the owner handing out flyers. Mechanism 4. Route density. Profit in this business is jobs per truck per day, and the enemy is drive time. 3 trucks dense in one metro beats 6 trucks spread across 3. Every mile between jobs is money burning in the tank. This is the same economic law that governs garbage collection, package delivery, and pizza. Density is margin. Owning your zip codes beats planting flags. Then there's the exit, because a junk removal business isn't just an income, it's a sellable asset. Private equity has spent the 2020s rolling up home services, HVAC, plumbing, landscaping, and yes, hauling. A multi-truck junk operation with recurring commercial accounts, property managers, realtors, construction firms, estate cleanouts, sells for roughly 3 to 5 times owner earnings. The commercial contracts are what buyers pay premiums for because they recur. A business clearing $300,000 a year for its owner can sell for over $1 million. And if you'd rather stay in, top GOT junk franchise partners run multi-truck fleets doing $5 to $20 million a year in places like Toronto, New York, and Los Angeles. So let's replay the whole thing honestly. You start with a used truck and maybe 20 grand. Year 1, you're on the truck, grossing maybe 200,000, netting a real wage. Year 2, you hire your first 2-man crew and get off the truck. Year 3 and 4, you add trucks, chase commercial accounts, and keep your trucks clean and your arrival windows exact, because the brand is the business. Somewhere around year 5, you're at $1 million a year in revenue, with margins that beat most restaurants, most retail, and most of the businesses people think of as glamorous. Then you either keep it as a cash machine, franchise scale it, or sell it for a life-changing check. Brian Scudamore saw a junk truck at a drive-thru and copied it with $700. Omar and Nick borrowed a van from somebody's mum. Neither of them invented anything. There is no patent in junk. There is no technology. There is only execution, the clean truck, the exact time window, the sorted load, the answered phone. So you want to start a junk removal business that makes you $1 million. The junk was never the business. The truck is a billboard, the phone is the moat, the landfill is the cost you outthink, and the schedule is the product. Everyone has junk, almost nobody wants to touch it. That gap is the whole opportunity, and it's been sitting in plain sight at the end of a driveway this entire time.